Good morning, folks. It's Don Weber with Don Weber Forest Recovery. Doing something a little different here today, May 11th. I'm working hard at finishing up my wood season by getting the last of my wood split. I don't have too much left to do, but today I'm going to work on my wood splitter, right? So for my recovery, this is pretty kind of a fun thing to do. I used to be a mechanic. I retired from being a mechanic a long time ago. I really don't care to work on stuff anymore. But two things. I can't afford to pay somebody else to work on this if you could find somebody. And number two, I think really important that I've learned is using skills that I have. Skills that I had that I used years ago in my life, and now I'm resurrecting them to use in my recovery. So even though I'm not crazy about turning wrenches, and you'll see today's a little bit of an oily mess probably, I'm using skills that I had once upon a time that I got, I developed a long time ago, and so I'm resurrecting them for using them for my recovery, and that makes it a lot easier to do this kind of work because I know I'm doing myself some good. Right? I'm using my brain, saving some money, learning my equipment, and that's why I'm doing it. All right, so let me show you what's going on. All right, so this is the project. I'm replacing this valve. This valve operates the ram to the splitter, and you got to push it and hold it like this to make the ram split the wood, but then you can push it backwards and it'll stay that way, and it'll suck the ram all the way back all by itself, and then when it gets all the way back it'll automatically turn itself off. It's called a detent. What this valve is doing, and it's done it ever since I've owned it, is every time it shuts off, a little bit of oil squirts out of here. And if you remember a couple of videos ago, I did a lot of maintenance on this machine, and because I was losing pressure, I wasn't splitting real good, and I did a bunch of work, and like I said, I felt like I dodged a bullet. I didn't find a real expensive problem. I changed the hydraulic oil, changed the hydraulic filter, learned a bunch about my machine, made it work as good as ever, and so I figured, well, I was feeling happy about my machine. Now is the time to replace that valve. They just get mechanically worn out, not necessarily just a seal, but mechanically they get worn out. So I got to take off all these hoses. I'm going to take good pictures of them and mark them and stuff, so I make sure I get them back in the right place. I got to take off both of these valves as a unit. Then I got to unthread it, take it apart, take this one off. It's bolted to a little bracket here. It's not technical, it is kind of involved. And then put on my new valve that I got. And I'm going to install a gauge right in here. I like seeing PSI, how's my machine running. So right now, I'm draining some oil out of the tank. I don't want to start taking off these hoses and have to deal with any more oil leaks than I need to. And so I'm draining out close to 10 gallons. I got this one running. It's not very fast, but I just had to take out a plug. I got that draining there. And then over here, I got this one. This one's siphoning out, and that one's doing a little faster. So I'm going to stand by here, get these 10 gallons drained out of it, and then I'm going to start taking off the hoses, and I'll show you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. All right, nice day. I'm on vacation. It's Tuesday. If I need more parts, I have theoretically everything I need, but if I need to buy more parts, the hydraulic store's open, and we'll get it. All right, stick with me, and we'll get it done, and then we'll feel really good when we get it done. Okay? Stay around. This goes to the power side of the log lift, the outboard. This one goes to, see that crack? That goes to the return from the log lift, the inboard. This one goes to the return for the, no, that's the pressure side of the ram. And this one goes to the return side of the ram. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, I got all the lines off. I drained 10 gallons out of the reservoir just so I wasn't fighting oil leaks. I got all the lines loose. That was more than just a notion. I got these fittings loose because I got to take them and put them on the new valve. Took the handle off. I got to take this off as a unit. I'm almost ready to do that. And so far so good. It's just a lot of hoses and a slightly oily mess, but I'm catching all the oil with the rags, not making an environmental disaster here. And it's going good. Alright, I'll bring you back. Alright, that went really well. I got the new valve attached to the other valve. Came apart real easy, went back together real easy. So now I got to get it bolted down and start getting some hoses and fittings on it. It's going good. Alright, so I got it done. There's my pressure gauge. I'm really happy about that. I've already run it, split a little bit of wood over there. No leaks. Everything is good. Very happy. So I'm going to start it up and show you the pressure gauge. The hydraulic pump, if I have my numbers right, can produce 3,000 psi. I think it's set for like 2,500 psi, but in this handle it's only set at, I think it's 2170. So this is where you and that's it's 2,170 pounds. And that's what actually goes to the cylinder for the splitter. So I've already held the handle full down and let it, the engine wouldn't die, and that's good. But I'll take a picture of it so I can see just how many psi is on my gauge. But from what I saw, it's running pretty darn good, you know, hydraulic psi wise. So I'll get it started up and we'll take one more video of it actually working. Big that's a piece of maple, big piece. It's got a double crotch in it. Let's see what we're doing like. Okay, there's a nice big piece of cherry. Before I let it run. job done for the day. It's 6:30. The valve replacement went just perfect. I don't have any leaks. That makes me really happy. Gauge is working great. There's all my chaff. So split this wagon load up. That's all going to be good bundle wood over there. There's a wagon load of uglies. A little bit of kindling here. And tomorrow we'll get the rest of this cherry split up here. And we got that much more maple to go. So things are going good. So one of the hardest things for me and a lot of people is I'm taking vacation right now, really enjoying myself, staying really active, getting my wood season finished up, and get my garden started, and just really taking care of my wellness. And that's a good thing to do. So thanks for sticking with me. I hope you're rooting for me in my hydraulic repair job here. Went great, and tomorrow we'll get some more work done. Okay? Don Weber, Forest Recovery.